In a moment we'll have some more live music from our studio band, Don't Panic, who are with me now. First, I want to go back to that report we just saw about AIDS. It's hard to believe that with all the publicity surrounding AIDS at the moment, and that has been for the past few years, that there are still people who are choosing to die of ignorance and not protect themselves against the horrors of HIV. And I first learned about AIDS in 1986 at school, and I believe it was first discovered really in 1981. When did you guys first hear about it?
Das müsste so
about 1987, 88 at school too. I got the information about AIDS, and in those days it frightened me, of course, to hear the news about AIDS.
Were you all sort of taught at school the horrors and the effects? I mean, how much detail did they go into to tell you, or did they just say, you know, if you have sex, be safe?
Also ich denke mal in der
Well, I
ersten
think
Zeit
the first time it was quite different. They were not too detailed. They didn't tell us, be careful, because in the early 80s, nobody knew exactly what was actually happening, because tests started only in the early 80s. And so the first time I read about it in a newspaper, and I thought to myself, well, maybe something conjured up, like many other things which came up in the newspapers and which vanished then, because I had hoped that this would be this kind of false news, and that it would be vanished as quickly as it appeared, as quickly as it would vanish, the kind of panic. But unfortunately, we know today that you have to protect yourselves with condoms, and you should do so once you are really a person with a sound mind.
Mm-hmm. And I presume you'll protect yourselves. We'll clarify that, yeah, definitely. I want to talk about you as a band now, as a collective. Tell me about your name, Don't Panic.
Jetzt sieht das natürlich so aus,
it is, you get the impression, because we're talking about fear, that we would be hired for the program here and would call ourselves for the program Don't Panic, because we have been existing for 6 years, and we go with the project. The name, like children give names to their children. We do this kind of melancholic music, and I think the name fits quite well to the music we are playing, and we gave it the name Don't Panic 4 years ago.
Now, I believe that all the music you play is actually sort of acoustically done. It's not done with synthesizers or drums or anything like that. And we're going to hear a track from you in the studio right now. Okay, this is Things Don't Change.